GOP candidates and debates at the debates and here on CBS News are increasingly talking about confronting Mexican cartels militarily.
But a new documentary from CBS Reports reveals a previously unreported intelligence project that uncovered nationwide networks of Americans that are smuggling weapons to the cartels. Take a look.
What are we looking at here?
This is the creation of intelligence data from all over the United States.
Can we see how and where one of the major cartels is able to procure its weapons? Essentially, these are like hubs.
So you think of terrorist cells, these are like individual cells.
Correspondent Adam Yamaguchi joins us live now with a preview of the documentary on CBS News streaming network. Adam, what is this intelligence project that's been unknown to the American public until now?
Yes, so Project Thor is the first U.S. intelligence project that was specifically focused on international gun trafficking. A collection of folks from various agencies came together, they pooled their information and data, and what they discovered was this massive sprawling network of gun trafficking from the U.S. into Mexico, into the hands of the cartels. The government has always known for some time that weapons were trickling into Mexico, but never on this scale.
What sort of weapons are we talking about? We see some of them in the video here.
So in addition to handguns, we're talking about machine guns, armor-piercing rounds that could take out entire tanks and everybody inside. This is serious firepower. This gets into the hands of the cartels. This fuels their drug business. Those drugs come into the U.S. As you know, we are facing an unprecedented drug crisis that's taken over 100,000 lives in this past year. In addition to all of the effects here in the U.S. with drugs, there's a lot of violence in Mexico with these American-made weapons. This is also fueling a migration crisis as people try to flee that violence.
Adam, we have time for one more question. What is the government doing about this now?
Yes, so the ATF and the DOJ say that they are still focused on targeting networks, but our sources inside tell us that the strategy has pivoted a little bit. They are focused more on straw purchases and on seizures at the border, which is oftentimes a difficult metric to really get a sense of what the success is. In 6 months last year, about 1,700 or so guns were seized at the border against, let's say, 1 million or so, which the government estimates make their way into Mexico each year.
Adam Yamaguchi, thanks for being with us, and we look forward to watching your work streaming on CBS News.